What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at end of era Lacazette. And to be honest with him, I thought Prem, striker, French, Arsenal, he was going to be very expensive. And to be fair to him, he's relatively cheap in comparison to what you're thinking. If you're tired of coming up against teams that want to rip your hair out every single day, make sure you check u7buy.com for the most reliable and cheapest coins on the market. And at checkout, make sure you hit that JT11 for 5% off your order, and hopefully you have a good day. You've got an 86 rated team, 85, 84, and then also an 80. The only thing is, every single one does require a team of the season, but with obviously all of the team of the season upgrades, all of the E-Fig upgrades, the 94 plus, the 93 plus, we've got a lot of team of the seasons available, or at least you should do. In terms of this card, a 4-star, we will double check with Footbin just to make sure that there is no visual glitch with this or anything, because sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. He is a free F44, which is actually right, and he hasn't had an upgrade in there, but he has gone from an 82 common to a 95, and he does also have a 93 on the market at about 228 in fact. So again, a nice little upgrade, a +2 at the very minimum. Again, we should have a nice dynamic image on him. Unfortunately, there is no traits on him. His shooting looks fantastic, great acceleration, dribbling looks pretty good. And to be honest, I think he should be a relatively good card. Coming in at 5'9" with pretty much every stat you need for a striker. So we're going to put him up top with Mbappe. Let's have a look. Let's see if Lacazette is worth it for you. And in terms of chemistry style, we're going to be going with, by the looks of it, an engine, which does take him to a 97 rated striker. Let's have a look. Right then, let's get into him and see what this guy is all about. I don't quite know what this guy is doing, but we'll see if he starts playing at some point. I don't know. Can Lacazette get his first goal? Oh, okay, he's just giving me the win. Maybe not. I'm expecting a lot from this striker. He's going to be very, very close to overtaking my player of the month, Ben Yedder, who is desperately looking for an upgrade. So if you're in the same boat, I think Lacazette definitely has got what it takes. The only thing that he doesn't have, which Ben Yedder most definitely does, is that 5'5". I think that would have really, really taken him to the next level. But I think in general, he looks like he should be a nice striker. He's got all of the stats that you need: pace, shooting, physical, dribbling. I really can't argue with that as we find him through. Left foot volley, and it's just shy off. Get him on that run again. Mbappe missing the chance to get him. I was really shocked with the price of him. We'll have a look at Footbin at the end to see what that is coming in at. But most definitely nowhere near what I thought it should have been in terms of Prem. Normally, even at the end of the game, we're seeing massive, massive Prem tax. See him linking up with Insigne here. Honestly, I wouldn't care if I didn't see another Insigne. That guy is so quick down that wing. It is an absolute joke. Lacazette coming on his stronger foot nearly. Gets in, and that's all you need. Lovely penalty. Thank you very much. And Lacazette has got to be the one to take it. We've got 92 penalties on it. Is his ice veins. We're going to go bottom right here. Puts it in the corner, and Van der Sar with an outstretch, and it is beautiful. Denies Lacazette right at the final. Lacazette finding himself through. Finesse from outrange, and he manages to put it in the post. First goal, 2 minutes in. It's absolutely stunning. Lacazette let it roll. Lovely stuff. And again, and he's brought down for a penalty. It is unbelievable. Lacazette, the penalty merchant. Can he bury his second one? He didn't do very well with the first one. We're going to step up again. Schmeichel in net this time. And can we see it? We're going to look down right. We're going to go straight back into the middle. And it's gone either way. His second goal, Lacazette is on them score sheets already. The battling element of him is actually fantastic. That's something that I'm noticing straight off the bat. He tries to win that ball at all costs. And that is what you want from your striker. Somebody who is not necessarily overly aggressive, but you want him to be able to win the ball. Sometimes the tackling isn't quite there. But as long as he's making a nuisance of himself, that's all that kind of matters for me in terms of how he wins that ball back. And like I say, if you notice a massive change in your kind of striker dynamic when you get a striker like that, I find that with a lot of the top end strikers, they don't necessarily go searching for the ball, and it's not as if you're using them to tackle, but you are kind of actively trying to get the ball still as he makes this run through. And oh no, it's not. It's Mbappe this time on the wrong side. Schmeichel's going to take it though. What on earth is Mbappe doing there? We need Lacazette. Oh, there he is, though. Oh, that is beautiful. Chips, everybody. It's not quite enough. That is stunning as he... Oh, I wanted a volley. If he could have just got a volley there, his dribbling. That ball roll was very, very clean. And that's where the dribbling side of it really comes together for him. As he gets the ball back off an Insigne header. Finds it through. Double. Oh, we should have went the other way for the ball roll. Lacazette finding a bit of an Insigne. Looking back across. Theo with a juke. Into Lacazette, get that little burners on, couple of little fake steps. Oh, Guendouzi's not there, and he finds Insigne, who hits it directly at Schmeichel. What on earth are you doing? Lacazette feet, hits and hopes, and Schmeichel again. Lacazette, little rainbow into that inside, into the flick, keeps it in, very nice, and good tackle recovery from Marquinhos there. Lacazette going for a run here. Schmeichel's all the way out. He knows he shouldn't be there. And Lacazette takes well advantage of that situation. You do not bring your keeper out with a 95 striker on the run. And again into him. Can we go with... Oh, he's thought about that one this time. Jockeying him back. And that's sometimes the best way to deal with, especially any striker that is of a certain pace. Honestly, you just drop them back. You don't commit too early because you know that they're just going to... They know how to use them, the pace of them. They know what balls they can go through and not. And if you just jockey them a little bit, you'll find 9 times out of 10 that you will tend to normally find that they have to pass it on. They can't just simply run it round you if you're not overcommitting your centre-backs. And normally when you overcommit as well, you tend to move people out of position. Like me, don't get me wrong, I do it all the time, and I get hit on the counters, hit on everything, left, right and centre. But if you just have a little bit of smart with it, you can deal with a lot of these strikers, and it then just comes down to who is actually better and then who has the most jam, to be honest. But we do find Lacazette on this ball a hell of a lot. It's really nice to see that he's really getting into them positions, and I can imagine he's going to do the exact same. And luckily we hit the crossbar this time. He's giving it me straight back here though, looking for Lacazette on that back post, but it's a good tackle again. Lacazette, we need the hat-trick from him just to get us back in the lead this time. Oh, he stops him. Keeper's out. It's a good save, but we cannot get the seconds. This guy is feeling all of the jam today. Lacazette gets a good first touch into a rainbow, but doesn't connect properly. Oh, Virgil from afar. We're looking for this Lacazette hat trick. Little ball roll. Oh, he takes out Lacazette. We're looking for him still. Insigne finds him on the prow. Finesse. And it's just wide. Lacazette. Ball roll. Keeper's looking out. Little spin. And again, no. Gets the ball back. Second chance. Dinks over the keeper this time. And he's not quite off his line. I don't think we were going to beat him from that sort of distance just yet. Finds in a lovely ball into Insigne. He's going to find him back. Peels on the edge, and Azpilicueta knows that we're looking for that hat-trick for Lacazette. Into Lacazette. Finds it over the keeper, and it's not quite the hat-trick, but we still managed to get 3 goals with him in the end, and he's done very well. So then, going into Lacazette. 320k. Honestly, I think that's very good. There is only a fair few strikers in this game now that I think are worth probably 500 and above. So if we go into the strikers, just to show you kind of the breakdown, obviously straight off the bat, Mbappe is incredible, will always be incredible, pretty much most versions. Ronaldo at his top form is very good. R9, pretty much mid-prime and moments are usable at this point still. If we go a little bit further down, I would say Nkunku's more of a cam. Luis Suarez, I don't think he's awful for the price that he is. Dybala is a very nice guy, but again, I think you could go striker, but Cam is definitely somewhere there. Pele, I've seen a lot of Bales at the moment. I think he's quite a nice card. Puskás is very good. Cruyff, the 2 fantasies in St. Max, and obviously Dembele. Felix, solid. Ben Yedder, obviously. Lacazette is definitely, in terms of the top meta strikers from what I can personally see, I think he's up there, but I don't think he's quite in that top category. I think he's coming on the lower end of the top level. Then, other than that, I think Eusebio is obviously another one. Cantona is just this bulky jam master, I swear. Hullet is more of a cam, I suppose, if anything. Nunez, I've been hearing good things about, haven't really used him myself. And other than that, unless there is a few other icons, Neymar obvious, I think that's a standard. Maybe then some of the lower icons like Del Piero, Dalglish, they are the players that really are the only ones worth actually spending money on. Lacazette, I'd say, is coming in quite nice. I really think he's a very good striker, and for the price that you're paying, I really can't argue with that. I think that is a fantastic price and a lot of good upgrades, to be honest. You get a few packs back, which is always nice. I like that they've given us an 80 rated instead of like giving us another 83 or an 87 or 88 again, just because I think this is kind of the perfect balance for a striker like this at the end of the game. Yes, we do have Shapeshifter coming, so it throws somewhat of a little bit of a spanner in the works, as a few of the players that have been announced have already got team of the seasons, but again, it is position changes, so they are technically different in their aspect of where they'll be playing. But Lacazette, for me, he's got the pace, he's got the shooting, the dribbling's very nice, the height's good, the weak foot and skill move at 4 are good enough, the physicality's good, and maybe if you do get lucky enough to get a header, you cannot argue with him. With an engine, you get a 97 rated striker. We get the pace pretty much maxed out, passing a bit extra, and obviously we get that agility balance basically maxed out at 99 each, turning him into an incredible striker, a very well-statted striker. So for me, I don't think there'll be many people that don't do this if you have the fodder still left and if you're looking for another striker. For me, I think he could definitely take over my Player of the Month, Ben Yedder, just from the few games that I've had. We will be doing a weekend league with him just to see if he can do something, and I'm interested to see how many end of eras we do get, because there is still quite a few to be coming as well. Apparently there is still the Aguero that we got leaked a while back, so hopefully we get him at some point. Again, another top end striker that I can imagine that will come in a little bit more expensive than Lacazette himself. But for me, Lacazette for the SBC is a 10 out of 10, 100%. From what I've seen as a striker, I'd be giving him somewhat as a 9.8, 9.9. I think the 5.5 would definitely be the absolute ultimate 10 out of 10 for me, but I think he's just coming in at that very high end, but just missing the mark that little bit. So let me know down below if you're going to be completing Lacazette, and does he make it into your starter team? If not, let me know your strikers down below. Make sure you do like and subscribe as well whilst you're there, and also check out a video in the bottom right hand corner. Catch you all for the next time. Peace.